everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. Look, I don't know if you can see the sunrise. It is so beautiful. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting. Let me see if it's gonna focus. This sunrise is so beautiful. And it's so bright out here. It's gonna be a bright day today. Oh, do you see that? That's such a beautiful sunrise. There's a little mist over the field. So today we are heading out to the parks. We are finished with the parks, and today is going to be the last inspection. Let's see if it's going to focus in on me. And so yes, there's a lot of things going on. I am getting ready getting the big garden ready for our seedlings. Yesterday I have been working on weed eating this big garden, and so today I'm hoping to finish it. But first we are going to the parks to go and check it out to see how they did. So today is, like I said, the last inspection, so I'm so excited. But first I need to let out the chickens. I need to feed all the chickens, so let's go ahead and do that. And I cannot wait for this summer so I could finish this project. I started this project, I want to say, I don't know, a year ago, where I was painting this little barn, but I never got to paint this side of the chicken coop, so I cannot wait to get that done. But let me go and release the chickens and feed them and get them all taken care of. Alright, now I'm going to run and feed the chickens, and I need to be quick about it because our inspection is in about an hour. So John and I are carpooling, so let's just get this feeding done and then we'll see you at the parks. Okay, so we are finished with the inspection and the park got an okay. It's ready to open, so I'm so excited that this is how the park turned out. Look how beautiful it is. So we have our play structure back here. We have our little gazebo right over there that you could do the barbecues. This huge grassy area right in here. And then on the little parks on the other side, there's a bocce court. So many things, so I am so pleased and so excited to say that this park is going to be officially open soon. So that is so exciting because John's has spent so much time working out on this park and he has done so much work, so it's so crazy. If I could find a clip of what this park looked like before we got started or before John got started, oh my goodness, just dirt lands. But look at that, how beautiful is that? And the grass is so green. So I am so proud of him. Good job, babe. Are you so excited?
Yep.
We're finally finished. Now it's just a little bit of paperwork, but we're finally done with this park and with the other one.
Yep.
Yeah. So how do you feel?
Good.
Yeah. Are you happy that this park is finally finished?
Yes.
I mean, it was just been a long time in waiting. Here, let's get a nice background of your beautiful park that you finally finished. So now we just have to do a couple plants over there, and that's pretty much it.
Clean a little bit of concrete that splashed on some stuff.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So how do you feel? Breath of fresh air?
Good. Can't wait for the grand opening.
I know, me neither. This is gonna be so excited.
We're gonna make tacos.
Yes. So how exciting that we are finished with this park. Now we're off to probably go home, and I'm going to show you what's happening in the garden and what our plans are and what we're doing. So I'll see you back at home. All right, so we are back from the parks. I am so happy that inspection went well. I'm so glad that we are done with that project and now we can move on to other things. So that's so exciting. But we have had so much rain lately. Like we just had so much rain, and in between the rain it's been sunny, so the weeds have been out of control, and the mosquitoes, oh my gosh, the mosquitoes have been crazy. So I have started working out here in the garden, trying to clean it up and getting ready for the spring season to start, start getting ready to start planting for the 2024 garden. So exciting. So all the seedlings in the house are popping up, and then I planted even more seedlings, like some more flowers, because our flower seedlings came up so fast that I decided to plant more. Because I found some more packets, so that's what I did. So I started some more seeds. Everything's coming up so well, but then unfortunately I did not put the lights on top of the seedlings right away, so some of them turned out a little leggy, but not all of them. So the tomatoes are definitely fixable. If they come out a little leggy, all I have to do is bury them a little deeper into the soil and they'll grow roots, so that's not a problem. Some of the cauliflower looks a little leggy, and so does the broccoli, but I'm hoping that once I get it outside and once it gets a little bigger, that it'll catch up. That's my hopes, but we'll see. So over here in the garden, like I said, I started weed eating, and my goal is to finish up cleaning up this garden, weed eating it, get all of the weeds around the fence all taken down. Also around the garden beds, I've been trying to weed eat around the garden beds, but what I've been doing is hand pulling them, so that way I don't have to get the weed eater really close to the garden bed, because some of these garden beds have netting over the top of it, and if I get the weed eater too close to it, it's just going to get all jammed up into the weed eater. So that is my goal. And then we have a compost pile in the other field, so my goal is to just pile it all into the compost and put it into the field. And then yesterday I've been talking to John about doing some garden planning and how I'm going to do some of the tomatoes, and my goal is so over here, if you can see, there's that trellis where I have the beans, which, look at the beans. Do you see that? Look how good. I had to give you a good garden tour, but those are going so well. So I have this big trellis right over here, and I was thinking, I saw a video where a guy had some cattle panels and he trellised tomatoes over the cattle panel, and it was like a little tunnel. So I thought that would be so sweet to do. And so I'm thinking, in order to utilize some of the space in the back here, I think I'm going to get a cattle panel to put in the back and make another tunnel, 2 of them. So that way both of them will look exactly the same. And then that way I'll have some room to grow some other vegetables, in the garden beds. Because right here, do you see that? I have a trellis right here. There's 2 trellises in one garden bed. And the problem with that is that I can grow tomatoes on one side and maybe some peas on the other side, but that's it. I probably can grow some things in the middle, but that's not going to get enough sun. But if I only have trellis on one side of the garden bed, for example, like this one right here, there's just so many uses. I could plant tomatoes or peas on one side, and then on this side, I have all these rows to plant all the other vegetables. I could do, well, technically, if I wanted to do squash, I could probably do about 4 plants in here, and that would be so full. But yeah, the possibilities. So I'm so excited to get started on this cleanup garden. So we're just gonna cleanup garden vlog, I guess this is gonna be. So let's just get started. Also, I also bought some more potatoes, so I'm gonna plant some potatoes in that garden bed if I have enough time, and plant some asparagus. I'm gonna get my asparagus started. I bought a couple bags of asparagus, and I'm thinking I'm gonna pull out these artichokes, these Jerusalem artichokes right here, these sunchokes, and then pop in my asparagus in that bed. So I cannot wait. But let's just go ahead and get started on the cleanup, and then I cannot wait to show you what the garden looks like after I'm done. Okay, so it is the next day, and I am finally done weed eating. It took me so long to weed eat this garden because I did not realize how much weeds were growing. And then I went back through and I took it down even closer, so there is like very little. I think I still have some weeding to do around the faucet, but that's pretty much it. So that's so exciting. So today we are going to plant some potatoes. I've only planted potatoes one other time, and I had such a great success with potatoes. I wasn't really expecting anything, and it was so easy. So I decided, I saw some potatoes at the nursery and I decided to buy a couple of them. I just bought 3 of them. And last time all I did was cut where there was a little sprout right there. I just cut that and I popped it right into the dirt and I got some potatoes. It was so easy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I bought these red potatoes, and I know you can probably buy some from the market, or if you have some potatoes at home that are sprouting, I know you could probably put those in the garden. I've never done that before, and I think I might just try some. I mean, I think I have some sprouting in the house. I might just pop it right in the garden and see what happens. But let's just get this done so that way we can get some potatoes, and I'm so excited. The potatoes that we got from the garden when we did it, when I planted them, were so delicious. They were so flavorful. So it seems like everything I start in the garden or plant from seed or yeah, just grow is so flavorful. So that is awesome. So let's just go ahead and cut these. Gosh, this one has so many sprouts. So I guess I'm just gonna cut it like this, right there, and maybe right there. I mean, this one has so many sprouts. I'm sure I could do it many different ways, but I think that's good. So we'll see what happens. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Bring it a little closer. So there's a little sprout. I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna use my little knife and I'm gonna cut that off, and we're just gonna go ahead and plant that. And this one doesn't really have any sprouts, but I don't know. Oh, there's one right here. One right there. It's super tiny. But I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the dirt also, just to see what we're going to get. So I'm just going to go do the same. See that? Pop those in the dirt. And I'm just going to cut off all these little sprouts and see what we get. All right, let's just get started. All right, so that's that. So I cannot wait to get some potatoes. I'm just gonna turn on this drip system just for a little while. And yeah, I cannot wait to get some potatoes. That's so exciting. But let me show you how the turnips are doing. We have some turnips. Look at these super snappy peas. Amazing, doing amazing. Or it has some flowers on there. It's so exciting. And then right here, let me show you. Do you see that little turnip right there? So cute. Right there is looking so good. I have a few of them that are popping up. And then we also have some broccoli. Now the broccoli, I wish it was bigger, but I waited a little bit longer to plant it. I should have just planted, I want to say back in maybe October, maybe even sooner probably, but it's okay. I'll learn next year and I'll plant it earlier, because last year I had a good size, a couple good size heads of broccoli, but this year nothing, not really. Let's see, there it is. That's it. I have a couple of them. Do you see that? There's a couple little heads of broccoli. So that is pretty much what is happening in the big garden. And then I do want to pull out some of those Jerusalem artichokes, and I want to start pickling them. So I could use that bed for something else, because I want to use that bed for some asparagus. So definitely going to pull out those Jerusalem artichokes. Oh, and I got my first duck egg. I am so excited. Hank has been stealing them because I've seen him running off with some duck eggs, and I finally was able to keep an eye on them, and I was able to collect one duck egg. So that's so exciting. All right, so let me share with you what is happening in this little garden, which soon will be the cut flower garden. So I'm so excited. I am working on the pathway in this garden. I decided to, take out the garden beds in the front, the one garden bed in the front, and start putting in a little walkway, a little brick pathway right there. Do you see that? So cute. So we had some of this decomposed granite. So I laid down some decomposed granite, and then I am leveling as I go. I found these pieces of wood out in the field, so I'm using them to kind of, block block the dirt from falling over, and I'm gonna make the beds kind of like little rows right in there. Cannot wait. That's so exciting. I cannot wait to see how that's gonna turn out. I've never done that before, so yeah, wish me luck. Okay, so that is what is happening on the farm. Things are growing. I cannot wait to see how this 2024 garden is gonna look. Hopefully you guys have started your seeds, and yeah, happy planting. So take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.